Good afternoon, Coach. Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Introduce yourself and the players you have here today.
Sure. I'm Joe Franco, head baseball coach at Coral Glades High School. I'm in my 18th year as a head baseball coach in Broward County Public Schools. To my left is Jack Kolwitz, senior catcher. He's committed to Mississippi Valley State. To my right here, Aiden Gonzalez, senior catcher, left fielder, pitcher. And over here we have Matt Palisade, senior pitcher. All three of these guys are four-year members of the Coral Glades baseball team.
Excellent. Coach, thank you. You guys hosted Media Day this weekend. We appreciate that. Tell us what it was like for you guys to host.
It was nice. We didn't have to drive very far. So pretty much all our kids are all local around the school, so it's nice. I love that HSBN does this every year. It's a great event for high school baseball. It was nice for other schools to be able to see our facility and how nice our school is. And these kids, they're very lucky to be at this school. It's a very good school.
Excellent. Coach, talk about your roster. You have 4 seniors on the roster this year. How important is their leadership to set the example for all these new younger players?
We got a really good mix of 4 seniors. I think we have a few juniors, few sophomores, and a few freshmen on the team. Being that these guys have been with me for 4 years now, they understand how I run a program. We run it like a high school baseball program. We don't run it like a travel summer baseball program. So that kind of differentiates us from a lot of other programs, in my opinion. I try and keep it as closely related to a college program between the practice schedule, the regiment, the grades, doing things right in the classroom, out in the community, things that if they play at the next level, their college coaches are really going to preach as well. And in terms of this roster, we got a good group of kids. Every day we go to practice, it's very enjoyable. We don't have any, bad apples on this team. They all have great attitudes. They're great kids, great students. Really work hard on the baseball field. And I've noticed so far in the first couple weeks of practice, the team chemistry is far and away better than what we've seen in previous years here. So we're really excited for this 24 season.
Excellent. Well, talking to the players, tell me what it's like to be the leaders of this team and how you guys are motivating your other teammates and the younger guys.
So I've been here for 4 years, so obviously I've been able to see all the past seniors, and how they try to motivate the team. So we try to, set them by example, not necessarily by talking to them, but just showing them how to, be a good overall character and everything.
Yeah, bouncing off of what he said, just for the younger guys, showing an example and showing them what they do as a senior, for when they're a senior. That's really the main thing.
Yeah, I think it's important to show them that it's just not good to give. You have to be a good all-around person, not just on the baseball field, but also in the school and the classroom too. You got to be, and show them in school too, that you have to act right and represent the program good.
Yeah, feeding off of that, I know Coach Franco stresses discipline and being good role models, and it's a tough game. As you guys know, it's a long season. It's a major commitment you're making throughout high school. You're good role models for your school. What's it like being a Jaguar baseball player, combining your studies on the field, off the field, the long hours you put in? What's it like being a student athlete here at Coral Glades, being part of this proud baseball tradition?
There are some classes that are kind of rigorous, so they just take a long time with work, schoolwork, tests, studying after school. You go to baseball, that's kind of the time to decompress and everything like that. And then when you get home, if you have homework, do it. You have a test next day, study for that, and then, just take it day by day.
Yeah, and I'll kind of bounce off what he said. In terms of the academics here, we got a lot of kids with GPAs over 3.0. And for me, playing college baseball and understanding the type of grades that you need to have to play at that level, I really stress to them their GPA is so important. And if you can't do it in the classroom, no college coach is going to think you could do it on the baseball field. So, if you can't do it well in high school, how are you supposed to translate that to college? So we stress the academics here. We stress, responsibility and dedication. And like you said, you're making a commitment. It's a 4.5, 5 month grind, and that's what college baseball is. So if any of these kids have that desire to play at that level, we try and stress that here so they get used to it here. Some other programs might not care about the class. They might not care about the school, what they do out in the community. They're just playing baseball. You know, that's where you get summer travel baseball, and we don't do that here. So we're really stressing the in-class, and you know, which helps you on the field as well. So
We obviously understand the difference, and that's well taken. As far as this season goes, taking into account the type of talent that you have, what do you think your on-the-field philosophy will be in terms of power, pitching, running, defense? You know, sometimes young players are infatuated with watching a home run ball on TV. So what will kind of be your on-the-field philosophy this season with this particular Jaguar team?
I mean, with this group, gritty, nasty, scrappy. We need a bunt down. We're going to put the bunt down, hitters 1 through 9. You know, taking the extra bag, dirt ball reads. As far as pitchers go, being a bulldog on the mound. I mean, I pitched in high school and college, and I didn't throw hard, but I got guys out. And what I'm trying to stress to these pitchers is that you don't need to throw the ball 100% every time. You just need to throw effective strikes and give our defense a chance. So we're going to focus really on the pitching, the defense side of the ball, and then obviously small ball execution offensively. You know, put the bunt down, see if they can field it. You know, try and minimize the strikeouts. You know, I'm a pitching guy at heart, so you know our pitchers got to be able to keep our defense on their toes, and I think defensively we're going to be very good. I think we have enough juice in the lineup per se to you know, do some damage with guys in scoring position. So the excitement for this season, you know, is just heightened that much more because of the group of kids that we have. Like Matt was saying about how it's not just what you do on a baseball field. Your character really is what you do in the classroom, what you do out in the community, and what you do on the field. You combine all those things, and this group kind of has all three of those. So, like I said, the excitement level for this season is to the roof.
Excellent. So, Coach, talk about your schedule, who you guys are facing. You have different group of teams now in your district. So talk about that for us.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'll say is with this new FHSA rule that you don't have to play district opponents, I can't stand it. I like the old way of doing things. I don't like the fact that you have to be ranked in order to get to regionals. I like how it used to be. You know, I loved playing my district teams, but you know, there's no seeding that happens with your district team. So, you know, we'll always play Taravella because they're a local rivalry. You know, but as far as our district goes, with, you know, the teams that are in it, it's probably one of the toughest districts in the Tri-County area for sure. So I know when we get to the district tournament, it's going to be a lot of fun. Last year was a perfect example of, you know, us going in and nobody giving us a shot, and we were, I think, 1 or 2 strikes away from upsetting Western, and it was a great baseball game. That's what high school baseball is. And you know, as far as our schedule goes, you know, we always play, you know, I play my brother who's at a new school this year. I tried to get some newer teams on the schedule this year that in Palm Beach County. So we play Seminole Ridge, we'll play Spanish River, we'll play Olympic Heights. You know, we have St. Aloysius on the schedule again. So I'm trying to play some different uniforms and not just always the same teams. But there's guys that I'm friends with that I like to play against, you know. So as far as the strength of schedule goes, I mean, we had a positive strength of schedule last year. I imagine we'll have one this year again. You know, so, you know, as far as the schedule goes, I think it matches up well with what we have. And, you know, we got some juggernauts on the schedule as well, with some teams that have a lot of talent, and it'll be a good test to see where we're at.
Excellent. For the players, what are you guys looking at? You guys are seniors this year. What are you looking forward to playing this year?
Who do we look forward to?
Yeah.
I mean, just like Taravella, local teams like that, it's always fun to play, you know, just local rivalries.
I'm excited to play Douglas this year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to play Douglas as well.
Because you know a lot of these guys that are on other teams.
Yeah, of 100%. I mean, Coral Springs Parkland is a very rich area for baseball players, and a lot of these kids growing up playing against each other on travel teams and things like that. So, you know, we try and always play Douglas. We try and always play Taravella. You know, there's so much good baseball within a 7-mile radius in this area that, I mean, geez, if you put an all-star team together with a few of the teams in this area, my God, they would beat a lot of teams in the state. So, so we're excited for it.
Excellent. So, sum it up for us, Coach. What can we expect from Coral Blades baseball this year?
Yeah, I think we're going to be a team that, number one, is going to take care of what they need to take care of in the classroom, which is going to allow them to be on the field. We're going to be very disciplined. You know, we're going to rely on that pitching, rely on that defense. You know, and I could say this, they're going to be well coached. They're going to be put through the rigors of, you know, being an overall student athlete, not just a baseball player. And I think that's all going to translate into a very positive season for us. And our goal is to win districts, Our next goal is to win the regional, and our next goal is to win a state title. I mean, that's ultimately what you're trying to do in high school, is to win those titles and put kind of your stamp on your program's history, moving forward. So I know every time they walk into the gym and they see the district banner for 2018, 2019, they want to add 2024 to that. So, we got our goals. Every player has individual goals, which I love. But at the same time, ultimately it's a team game, and you can't throw a shutout just by yourself on the mound. You need your teammates. So they're very good with each other. And so I know I could speak for these guys. We're super stoked about starting in a couple weeks. So.
Excellent. Well, best of luck to you this season.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
again
you.
for hosting and being
Thank
out
you.
here for media days.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the field soon.
Awesome.
Yep.